Hey kids. So I wanted to check in with you and kind of give you a look ahead before we head into spring break. I mean, obviously, by the time I'm filming this, spring break has already happened and already started. But I just wanted to tell you guys that I know that it's been tough with what we've been going through and how we've been having to switch from me seeing you every day to me communicating with you through either the Remind app, Google Classroom, or email. It's really odd and it's really strange for all of us. I know for me, I would really enjoy seeing you guys in the classroom every day and saying hello to you. And this is the time too that I recognize like who my first students are that usually come in and say hello, or like who like the routines that we have together. And this is showing me that those routines aren't happening at this point in time, and you tend to miss those when you have them every day. But now that we're going to be heading into spring break, and when you come back, there's going to be a few changes to how we're going to be learning and what you're going to be doing. So I kind of wanted to prepare you for those, similar to what I do when I have you at the beginning of the week on Monday. I kind of let you know where we're headed and I let you know where we're going with our lessons. I'm going to be doing the same thing for you guys and doing that for you because I feel like it's going to help you to be successful and get what you need so that you can bring your grade up if you need to. If you can, if you need to, add points to your grade for your GPA, you could do that as well. But also so that you can pass the class for the situation that we're in. So a couple things first, you are going to be turning in your packets to the school on April 14th. When you come to turn in your packets, if you don't have technology yet, you should be getting technology by then. If in this past week you have not talked to your fourth period teacher to let them know what your technology needs are, you need to do that. I need to find out if you have access to the internet at home and maybe like what that looks like. So if you're using, phone data, if you're using Spectrum, if you have Wi-Fi at home, I need to know what you have. I also need to know what type of technology you're going to be using. So are you going to be using your phone, or is that the only method that you have? Because if you do only have a phone, I got to make sure that I can get you a Chromebook. But if you have a tablet or a Chromebook already at home, then you're kind of good to go. Those of you who don't have any internet access, you're going to have to do the work that's uploaded into Google Classroom in paper and pen version, which is, it's similar, but not as great as having internet access, because you are going to have to be, watching videos and using apps that help us to communicate with each other. So if you don't have technology, you need to let me know or your fourth period teacher know as soon as possible so I can make sure that I get you everything that you need. When you come back after you've turned in your packet, we're going to be taking a look at those packets, and any work that you've done from that packet is only going to help your grade. So you really want to make sure that you get that complete if you haven't yet. I know some of you have started reaching out to me and asking me questions about it just this past week, which is a little concerning to me because I want you've had the packet for probably about 2 weeks now. So I don't want you to fall too far behind or feel too overwhelmed. But if you haven't taken a look at it, now would be the time to do that. When we come back and you turn the packet in, this is where things are going to get a little bit different. I'm going to be uploading your assignments to Google Classroom. That's going to be like our classroom. So when I see you in the classroom, it will be through Google Classroom. And there's going to be assignments and a weekly guide of what we're going to be doing. I will also be posting a video on Monday to kind of explain directions, kind of roll out what we're doing and let you know where we're headed and where you should be. I'll also be checking in with you on Wednesdays in the middle of the week to see where you're at, if you have any questions. I'm also going to be posting a schedule to our Google Classroom so you know basically when your period is. So I'm going to try to keep this as structured as I can for you guys. Now, if you need something answered immediately and it's not your period or your class time, you can still reach out to me. I'm still going to answer you. It may take me a little bit of time if I'm helping somebody else, but I will definitely reach out to you. If you have the Remind app, that is truly the quickest way to get a hold of me because my phone is usually right next to me during the day. Weekends, not so much. But during the day of the week, from 8 to 3, my phone is right next to me. So if you have any questions that you need answered, please feel free to text me in the Remind app. If you haven't signed up for the Remind app yet, you really, really need to make sure that you do that, because I'm going to be sending out announcements. Like I said, it's the quickest way to get a hold of me. You can even send me pictures of work that you still owe me or anything that you might have that I need. It's just like texting, but I can send entire announcements to all of you. So Google Classroom is going to be our base. That's where everything's going to be housed. You're going to be doing a lot of activities in Google Classroom as if we are in the classroom. So I want you to kind of keep that in mind. You also are going to have flexible deadlines with when this stuff is due. Most of it's probably going to be due by the end of the week, but you really want to make sure that you are getting your work complete on time. If you don't do any of the work for these next upcoming weeks, there is a possibility that you could have to retake Art 1, and I would hate for that to happen. So this work is important. It is being graded. It is being looked at. Other than that, I'm just going to be checking in with you guys and, seeing how you're doing. I'll still be reaching out to you through email, text message. If I haven't heard from you, again, I'm going to pick up that phone and call home. I have a list of students already that I'm going to call right when we return because I haven't heard from them yet. So if you know that you haven't reached out to me or responded to any of my emails, respond to me or else I'm calling home when we come back from spring break. But I hope you guys enjoy your spring break and take a little bit of time to yourselves and focus on what you need. I'm going to give you some tips too in the Google Classroom of how you can work from home, like the best way to do this type of like online schooling. Time management and a schedule is going to be your best friend. So I'm going to help you with all of that. I'm going to show you, ways that you can do that, tips that you can use that I've used in the past that have helped me, and any resources I can find that are going to be helping you, I'll put them in there, or that I think might help you, I'll put them in there. But yeah, our first week is going to look like, getting acquainted with Google Classroom. It's going to kind of be like the first week when we were in class getting to know each other, except this time it's going to be our first week together getting to know Google Classroom. And then our second and third week is going to be instruction related to the class. So talking about different techniques. I'm going to be showing you guys a couple of things and demonstrating for you like I usually do through YouTube. So some of it will be pretty familiar to what you're used to in the classroom, except we just won't be face to face. Well, I want you guys to know that I do miss you guys. I miss seeing you every day. It's been very hard for me to be working from home. I never thought in a million years that that I would be working from home, teaching from home. Never thought that was gonna happen. But it is, so we gotta roll with it and we gotta be flexible. Let me know if you have any questions over the spring break. I'll still be available. I may not answer as quickly, but I will be available to answer any questions that you have. So I know some students have already shared their digital work with me and have asked me to give them feedback, and I'm definitely gonna do that. So let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. I'll be talking to you soon, and I hope you enjoy your spring break. Talk to you guys soon. See you in Google Classroom.